What's up, everybody? Today we're taking a look at this TSM Models Mini GT Miho exclusive Toyota Supra model that I picked up on Amazon for $12. And then we're going to compare it, like we have been doing with other ones, to a couple of similar models in other price points, and just see if it's really worth it to pick up this model for the price. Now, it should be noted that this model actually retails for $15, but Amazon's been pretty good lately about having them for a few dollars less. So let's get started. This car is number 1 of 1200 in 1/64 scale. I picked up the Supra in black. It does come in several other colors, like all of these Mini GTs do. Again, this is from TSM Models. Go ahead and crack it open. Now, this vehicle comes with a Matchbox style box, like all of them have been coming this way. And then the vehicle itself has some good weight to it. It's a very weighty car. Is in this gloss black, as I said prior. And we're going to start cutting into the detail on it and comparing it to a couple of cars and other price points. So I've turned on my light so we get a better, I guess, more in-depth view of the detail, etc. Now, today we're going to be comparing it to a Hot Wheel, which, as a note, for today, I'm not going to take off any points in the score for not having tampos on the headlights or taillights for the Hot Wheels, because I know other releases did have that, but this is the only Hot Wheels Toyota Supra that I have. And then we're also going to compare it to this JDM tuner from Jada Toys. Now, looking at the front ends here, as I stated previously, the Hot Wheels doesn't have much by way of detail. However, on other versions of this model, the headlights would have tampos on them. The TSM's Mini GT model has, I don't know if I can get it clear enough here. Doesn't appear that I can. A small Toyota logo in the center of the front end, as well as the lighting work has been done in, and the headlights actually have lenses rather than being tampo work. The JDM Tuna from Jada Toys does have a separately colored grille, and there is a Toyota logo on there, as well as what appears to be black lenses over the headlight areas, kind of like those tinted headlight lenses that you can get. Moving on to the sides of the cars, the Hot Wheels one is, standard Hot Wheels with some sort of stylized tampo on the side. And as is typical of their tampos, where there's a panel line, a lot of times the tampo doesn't work in there or fit in there or whatnot, and it leaves a line in the color of the car. The Toyota Supra from TSM Models, their Mini GT line. Very good, crisp lines in the paneling. The lighting for the turn signals or running lights or whatnot has been done in. Also, if you compare the two of these, a more realistic wheel with, in my opinion, these actually kind of matching the factory wheels. And then the Jada Toys JDM tuner has this, Eibach Toyo tires racing style tampo work on the side, but also a more realistic type of 5-spoke mag wheel on it. Unfortunately, none of the lighting has been colored in, though it does exist on the car, which is a bonus. And the one thing I literally just now noticed between the three cars is, if you look on these two, they both have the kind of a moot point, but they both have the gas door on them, whereas the JDM tuner does not. Looking at the rears of the cars, there's nothing to be seen on the Hot Wheels car. Though, if you notice, it does have a different spoiler. It does have more of a racing style spoiler on it. And unlike the other two, the Hot Wheels car is actually dual exhaust. The JDM tuner from Jada Toys does have blacked in taillights and a Toyota logo. But beyond that, not much else to really say about it. And lastly, the TSM models has a completely detailed rear, Supra on the where the license plate would go, full rack of lights on both sides, Toyota emblem, as well as Supra. And I can't quite make out what it says on the left, above the left tail light. And it should also be noted that we have the defroster lines in the rear window, which is a really nice touch. Looking at the three cars from the top, you can see that we have literally three different sizes here. Now, assuming that the TSM model is the true 1/64 scale, the Hot Wheels is right about in the right area, right ballpark for that. But the Jada toy, which was advertised and on the base says 1/64 scale, definitely is way out of scale compared to the other one. On the rollability, the Jada Toys rolls pretty decently, but is met with resistance because of rubber tires that it does have. The Hot Wheel is a Hot Wheel. It rolls. There's nothing that needs to be said about that. And then the TSM model surprises me. It rolls very well. Now, as far as the bases go, Hot Wheels is a plastic base, and with its standard plastic Hot Wheels wheels. The Jada toy appears to be a metal base with grooved, treaded rubber tires. And then the TSM model is a metal base with treaded rubber tires as well. So let's go ahead and give these cars my scores and see how they all stack up. So we'll start with the Hot Wheel. The Hot Wheel has a retail price of $1. Some places a little cheaper. I know Walmart, I think, tends to have them for 98 cents, but don't quote me on it. Anyway, for quality, I give this one a 4 out of 5. It's a Hot Wheels. It's the Hot Wheels quality we all expect. Sometimes some do slip through the cracks, however, and we call those packaging errors. For detail, I give it a 4 out of 5. As I stated earlier, I'm not taking off for not having tampos on the lighting because other versions of this model have been released with it. Beyond that, I mean, it's decently detailed. I think the lines could have been a little bit sharper, but beyond that, it looks pretty good. Rollability is a 5 out of 5. Hot Wheels, it rolls. I really don't need to go into detail on that. And for value, again, it's a 5 out of 5. The car costs $1. You can't beat that. So overall, this car has a score of 4.5 out of 5. On to the Jada Toys model. This car retails for $4, roughly $4 to $5. I've seen it for $4 at Walmart. Anyways, I give this car a quality of 4 out of 5. It's good quality from the company. The only issue I had was it did have a piece that was broken off in the packaging that I had to glue back on, but beyond that, decent quality. Detail, I'm giving it a 4 out of 5. I think the tinted headlights and taillights look is a bad idea. I think they could have done better with making those look more realistic. And I feel like there could have been just a little bit more tampo work, maybe a license plate or something to that effect. Rollability, I'm only giving it a 3 out of 5. I mean, this thing gets resistance because of the big rubber tires on it. And it rolls good, but the axles, I feel, are hindering it a little bit. I think they could have used a better type of axle. And for value, I give it a 4 out of 5. It's a $4 car. For $4, you get decent. I mean, you get rubber tires, etc. And I think it's an overall pretty good value. So that's going to give it an overall score of 3.75 out of 5. Now on to the TSM models car. This thing has a retail value of $15, though I found it for $12 on Amazon. Amazon's been pretty good about having them for a little cheaper. So I give it a quality of 5 out of 5. I cannot find anything wrong with the build quality of this car. It may just be my sample of it. I don't know. But based off of my experience with this particular model, I give it a 5 out of 5. Detail, again, I got to give it a 5 out of 5. First off, this is the only one of the 3 that actually has the mirrors on the sides. They covered everything from tail lighting to headlights. And the headlights, when they pass by here, if you look, they look like real headlights with lenses over them. I kind of like that. For rollability, another shocker, like the last one, I'm going to give this one a 5 out of 5. Only because it's impressing me in that it rolls so well for a car with rubber tires on it. And honestly, rolling very well is the only way a car with rubber tires will get a 5 out of 5 on rollability for me. On value, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. It's notching off all the marks for me. And I think for the $12 I paid for it, or even for the $15, it is a good value. However, I do have to say, again, for the price, you know me by now, I want something that opens, a door, a hood, or something like that. So overall, this car gets a 4.75 out of 5. So that's it. In my opinion, I think the best value out of the 3, honestly, despite what my scores on them said, I think the best value out of the 3, honestly, is going to be the JDM tuner from Jada Toys. With that, you're getting a slightly more realistic car with rubber tires, etc. However, if you've got the money to spend, pick up this TSM Models GT Mini GT version because it is just fantastic. It's a great display piece. Not a car I would give a kid to play with, especially at a $15 price point. But overall, I think all 3 cars I looked at today are a decent value for what you get. I mean, naturally, the Hot Wheels at $1 is going to be super good on value. But I think all 3 cars today are worth it. Though, again, if you're going to charge me, $15, in my case, $12, you should give me an opening hood at least to show me an engine. But that's it for today. I want to thank you all for watching. Please hit that subscribe button. Remember to play with your kids, and I will see you all next time.